Hello students, till now we have studied about the chemical and physical properties of metals and nonmetals and their uses. Today we are going to study about ionic bond and valency. Valency. The number of electrons taking participation in chemical reaction is known as valency of that atom. Chemical reactivity. It is a tendency or an atom to achieve a stable configuration like that of noble gases is due to chemical reactivity. Bond formation between atoms of metals and nonmetals. What is bond? The force which links the atoms or ions in a molecule is called a bond or a chemical bond. For bonding, following factors are needed. First, there should be transfer of electrons from one atom to another. Second, there should be sharing of valence electrons between the two combining atoms. Types of bonding. On the basis of transfer or sharing of electrons, there are two types of bonding: the electrovalent bond or ionic bond, and second, covalent bond. The electrovalent bond or ionic bond. The chemical bond formed between two atoms um, of by the transfer of one or more valence electrons from one atom to the other is known as electrovalent or ionic bond. It is also known as polar bond. For example, combination of sodium and sodium chloride to form sodium chloride. Combination of magnesium and chlorine atoms to form magnesium chloride, and combination of calcium and oxygen atoms to form calcium oxide. Electrovalency. When an element forms electrovalent bond, its valency is known as electrovalency. The number of electrovalency is equal to the number of electrons lost or gained by the atom to form an ion. On the basis of number of lost or gained atoms, elements can be monovalent, divalent, or trivalent. Examples of monovalent elements are sodium, chlorine, fluorine, potassium, iodine, lithium, etc. Examples of divalent elements are magnesium, calcium, barium, oxygen, etc. And examples of trivalent compounds elements are aluminum, boron, nitrogen, iron, etc. If an atom loses its electron, then its electrovalency is positive. For example, Na is 1 positive, calcium and magnesium is 2 positive. And if an atom gains electron, then its electrovalency is negative. For example, electrovalency of chlorine is 1 minus and electrovalency of oxygen is 2 minus. Characteristic of ionic bond. Metal atoms always lose their valence electrons to form positive ions or cations. Non-metal atoms always gain electrons to form negative ions or anions. The number of positive charges on a metal ion is equal to the number of electrons lost by the atom. The number of negative charges on the non-metal ion is equal to the number of electrons gained by the atom. The ionic bond results from the attraction between a positively charged ions. Ionic compound. The compounds containing ionic bonds are known as ionic compound. The ionic compound consists of ions and not molecules. Properties of ionic bond. Compounds. Ionic compounds are usually crystalline solids. For example, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, sodium bromide, etc. The ionic compounds are crystalline solid because their oppositely charged ions attract one another strongly and form a regular crystal structure which are hard and brittle. Ionic compounds are usually soluble in water, but insoluble in organic solvents like ether, acetone, alcohol, benzene, carbon disulfide, etc. Ionic compounds conduct electricity in molten state or in their aqueous solution. In solid ionic compounds, the ions are held together in fixed position and cannot move. So, they are compounds in the solid state that do not conduct electricity. But when an ionic compound is dissolved in water or melted, the crystal structure breaks down and ions become free to move. So, they conduct electricity. Ionic compounds have high melting point and high boiling point. That's all for today. In next video, we are going to study the covalent compound, their formation, their types and their characteristics. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please like this channel and subscribe it. Thank you and have a nice day.